Welcome to Alexa's Tech Room. Fits a 2004 Toyota Sienna JBL sub-enclosure easily. Skar Audio VD-8 600 max power dual 2-ohm shallow mount car subwoofer. This Skar Audio VD-8 is sold by Skar Audio. Product linked in the description below. 8-inch dual 2-ohm shallow mount subwoofer. Peak power 600 watts RMS power. Shallow mount design mounting depth 394. High performance pressed paper cone stitched to premium foam surround. Sensitivity 83. 245. 1. Frequency response 32. 375. 4.5 out of 5 stars. The Skar Audio VD-8 has a total of 217 reviews. Product linked in the description below. The first review is from Ed March. Fits a 2004 Toyota Sienna JBL sub-enclosure easily. 5.0 out of 5 stars. This fits the sub-enclosure of a 2004 Toyota Sienna with the JBL audio package, with only the tiniest of modifications. When you remove the standard sub, just use a pair of wire cutters to cut away the thin piece of plastic webbing inside the enclosure that hits the back of this speaker because it's just a bit deeper than the factory one. Takes less than 30 seconds and is incredibly obvious what you have to do. Then cut off the connectors inside the enclosure, strip the ends back 7, and put them in the spring terminals on this sub. Red is positive and yellow negative on one coil. Black is positive and green negative on the other coil. Insert speaker in enclosure. Drill some new pilot holes for the screws because factory has 6 screws and this one has 8. Put 6 screws in as that's enough. This sub sounds great and fits behind protective grille just fine. Can't complain at all. This review is from Steve Unger. Amazing deep rich sound. 5.0 out of 5 stars. I usually don't write reviews unless they're bad. Quote opposite this time. I was looking for free air subs for my boat. The Skar Audio series fit the bill. They have a deep rich sound that was the perfect addition to my boat. Paired with a Skar Audio marine amplifier, amazing. Can't wait to hear what they sound like after break-in. Downside is no grills or screws for mounting. This review is from Jeffrey A. 5.0 out of 5 stars. This review is from Amazon customer. They hit hard. 5.0 out of 5 stars. I bought 2 of these subs for my extended con truck. I'm running them off a 400 watt amp. Definitely going to buy Skar Audio subs for my other vehicle. This review is from Shano. Lil Thumper. 5.0 out of 5 stars. This lil guy pumps. Really like this Skar Audio gear. This review is from DIY Guy. Great product but 5.0 out of 5 stars. Bought for DIY portable Bluetooth powered by Milwaukee batteries. Product is great under the condition that it's installed in recommended box. My box is compromised. 75 tuned to 34s and still able to hit most notes from 30s to high 100s. Absolutely love it for my application. However, the product is good. I was displeased at the used product they first sent in. Thankfully, Amazon shipped a replacement. I'm sold on Skar products considering the price is on point. Don't hesitate, get it and install it properly. This review is from Stephen Delancey. Amazing little sub. 5.0 out of 5 stars. I just want to say I absolutely love Skar products. I didn't have any doubts that this little sub would sound pretty good, but I had no idea it would be as loud as it is. I have a Ford Ranger that I wanted to at some bass too. With almost zero space, I had to go with a small sub. I have it in a ported box tuned at 32 Hz on an 1800-watt Hyphonic Zeus amp wired to Onom. Being an Iton sub, I wondered if it would catch the lows. Very good boy, let me tell you it does. If you're limited on space or don't want to take up your whole trunk with a sub box, this little dude is the way to go. This review is from Roy. RAM Alpine Factory System. 3.0 out of 5 stars. 2017 RAM 2500 Factory Alpine System. Factory sub hits harder in the factory enclosure by far. I even switched polarities to make certain the wiring adapter was correct. Probably not the fault of the speaker, but if you are looking for a drop-in upgrade, this review is from Elizabeth Lockwood. Great lows. 5.0 out of 5 stars. Bought this to replace the factory sub in my RAM 1500. This review is from Tim H. Great replacement for Forerunner JBL subs. 5.0 out of 5 stars. Have a Forerunner with the JBL system. The 40-watt stock sub blew after 14 years and needed a replacement. Bought this in a Rockford Punch sub amp to power it. Dremeled out the inside of the plastic box, slapped some dynamite inside and around it, and everything fit by a couple millimeters. My friends can't believe I only have a single 8" when it can blast bass nectar and feel it in my feet as I'm driving or turn it down a bit and enjoy some jazz. This sub is amazing. Our first question is from Antonio S. What is the height of the 8 subwoofer? 10x10x7. Question from Mikhail. What's the minimum cubic feet enclosure allowed or recommended for this subwoofer? If you want the exact specs, sealed volume 0. 35 3-ported volume 0. 35 3-ported volume 0. 7 3 enclosure specifications do not include subwoofer bracing and port displacement. See less. 75 3 see more if you want the exact specs, sealed volume 0. 75 3-port area 11 sk. In. Port length 20, tuning frequency 41, has mounting depth 3, 94 cutout diameter 7, 3 magnet diameter 5, 51 subwoofer displacement 0. Question from Amazon customer. I know it isn't optimal, but would it even be worth it at all to free air mount the 8? I have an 8 sub hole in my rear deck and I do not want a box. These subs need a box with a certain amount of airspace in order for them to perform at their best. Try looking for a sub with an infinite baffle. No box is required. Question from ASTAM. I have a Zeus ZR 600. 4 amp. Can I run this sub with this amp? You can run the sub with any amp really. Just need to make sure you don't underpower the sub too much or it will have issues later on for sure. Just need to make sure you don't underpower the sub too much or it will have issues later on for sure. I would find out the rooms on your amp for 1 or 2 ohm loads. I would find out the rooms on your amp for 1 or 2 ohm loads. If it doesn't come close to 300 ohms 500 ohms on a single channel, assuming one subwoofer only, then you'll want to get a C more. You can run the sub with any amp really. If it doesn't come close to 300 ohms 500 ohms on a single channel, assuming one subwoofer only, then you'll want to get a different amp. See less? Question from Caroline Coles. Will this Iton subwoofer fit in a Rockford Foscape site enclosure, and will it function properly? It will not fit without having to be modified. We had to put a spacer in to lift it due to the molding of the enclosure. Question from Amazon customer. Planning to run your 820 model paired with a Skar Audio 800 owned amp and was wondering if they are compatible, or is the amp too strong? I'm not sure. I have 2 of them running off a Alpine 600-watt amp, and they thump. Question from Aaron. Is $64 the price for 2 or 1? The price for 1. Question from Amazon customer. Are these marine grade? Would they be safe to mount in a saddlebag? The front might get wet. I'm unsure if they are waterproof. I would look at Polk Audio subwoofer if you are planning on getting them wet. Question from Amazon customer. Would this fit in a 2016 Ram Quad Cab stock subwoofer enclosure? 6. 5 in round needs to fit into the enclosure approx. 4 inches in with no interference, and typical 8-inch mounting hole with strong area it's mounted to. Product linked in the description below. For more content like this, please subscribe and click the bell icon so you are notified of new uploads. We upload new videos every day. See you next time.